Good morning, boys and girls. It's so good to see all of you. I just want to say thank you for joining me today. And today we're going to be talking about water. But before we talk about water, I want to say Heidi and Huxton, Grant and Reed, Olivia, Josiah and Elijah. I saw Josiah and Elijah's mom this week and enjoyed talking to her. Brian, Olivia and Lauren. Olivia's going to do has already done a great job on her solo for church this week. Jacob and Jordan, Colton and Camden. I know Jordan and Camden did a really beautiful job on their solo that they did in church last week. It was beautiful. Allie, Aiden, Lucas, and Grayson. I saw Grayson and Lucas this week picking up their Chromebooks at school. Jackson and Olivia. I've seen Jackson this week because he's in On Hill's class. Really enjoyed seeing him. Lainey and Easton. Lily, Hunter, and Charlie. William, James, and Johnny. On Hill. Good to see him this week. Colson and Caitlin. Madison and Mason. And I just want to thank you for joining me. I know that everything's different this year. As far as school, we've all had our first week of school. I think some have had 2 weeks of school. Some of you are being homeschooled this year. Some of you are doing virtual school. Some of you are at the Christian school, and some of you are on Group A, and some of you are on Group B. And so I know we're very divided physically, but I'm praising God that we can be united spiritually. Well, before I go into my lesson, I want to show you something really interesting is the best word, that just came in the mail today. It actually came from Pastor Brian, but we tried it out. It's called an antibacterial door opener. This is what you use if you want to open a door and don't want to touch anything. I've never seen anything like it. Well, it's truly amazing. I'm not sure I would ever use it. I think washing your hands is still the best option. There's a verse in Matthew 6, verse 8, that says, your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. And we're going to see how that applies to water. Water, something we use every single day. Boy, that was good. Okay? We drink with it, we cook with it, we wash with it. It helps our food and flowers grow. In fact, it's raining outside today. We use it to fight fires and to produce electricity. We use it when we swim. We use it when we ice skate, when we snow ski. And I know the Clark boys were water skiing this summer, and probably, maybe some of the others of you were too. Maybe you were out on boats or in lakes or rivers or wherever. Did you know that water covers 70% of the earth and about 60% makes up 60% of our bodies? That's amazing to me. Water itself is made up of 2 elements, 2 hydrogen and 1 water atom. Okay, so you learn about that. Maybe you already know it, and then you'll learn more about it as you get older. And we also have 3 different forms of water. We have a solid form. Solid form is when it's what? Ice, that's right. And we have a liquid form. What's that? Water, yes, it's water. Okay, and let me just mention right here that I know every one of you that are in the school system this year have been given a free water bottle. I think that's great that we all have free water bottles. Here's my water bottle, and I use it every day, and I try to drink 6 of these because it helps me feel better. It really helps. So, and then we have the gas form of water. Gas form of water is humidity or evaporation, and it's what we see. A good example of that is when it rains and it's really, really hot. You see all that steam rising up. Well, that's the gas form. Water, of course, freezes at 32 degrees and it boils at 212. But did you know that there's something called the triple point where all three of them are the same? I still don't understand, but I believe it. Anyway, that's pretty cool to think that they could all be the same if you put enough pressure on them. We have to have water. You can survive about 3 weeks without eating. How many of you would want to go 3 weeks without eating? Not me. No. But you can only go 3 days without water. 3 days. That's not very much. We have to have water. Water makes up saliva so that we can swallow. It flushes the waste and poisons out of our body. It cushions your brain. That's kind of cool. Cushions your brain. Huh. Moistens your eyes. So when you blink. Lubricates your joints so that you can move freely. Keeps your body temperature balanced, hot or cold. And also helps deliver oxygen to all of your body. Not only do you need it, but every plant and animal on earth needs it. Did you know that God made water on the second day of creation? That's really cool. Well, he made water before he made plants, animal, or people. Isn't that cool? Because he knew that everything would need water, so he had to make water first. So he made it before it was even needed. And that's just what God does. He knows everything that we need before you ask for it or even know that you need it. And he's already got a plan to get what you need. One of the things I found I need this week after doing a week of teaching with a mask on is I need more patience and I need time to get used to the mask. I thought I was used to the mask until I had to wear it every day for 5 or 6 or 7 hours a day. I didn't like it. But I don't know how you feel, and I was tired from the first week. But God knows what I need. He knows that I need rest. He knows that we need time off from the mask. It's good to be in a home where we can be around our families without mask. But we also want to feel safe. And God knows that we will all get through this. The parents, the teachers, the students, all of us will get through it. This is our grandparents. This is a hard time. But God knows exactly what we need. He hasn't forgotten us. It seems like he's forgotten us sometimes, but he hasn't. He knows exactly what we need. One of the things we need is water. But what we need so much more than water is the living water, Jesus Christ, to help us through every single day. We need him so desperately. And so I just pray when times you're frustrated by something new that's going on or the changes, that you'll just lean into Jesus. Okay, I'd like to pray with you now. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for each one of these special children. Thank you that they are special to me, that they are a delight to even think about, that everything about them you knew before they were born. And thank you that your love is immeasurably greater than even their parents' love for them. And I just pray that you will be with them as they adjust to the many changes this year, whether no matter how they're going to school, homeschooled or virtual school or grandparent school or group A or group B or Christian school or whatever it is, Father, that you'll just be with each one of these children. Father, I thank you that we are connected and that even though we can't see each other, we can think about each other and we can pray for each other. We can send kind notes to each other. And Jesus, I just pray for Madison and Mason and Colson and Caitlin and Onhel and William, James and Johnny, Lily, Hunter and Charlie, Lainey and Easton, Jackson and Olivia, Aiden, Lucas and Grayson, Allie, Colton and Camden, Jacob and Jordan, Olivia and Lauren, Ryan, Josiah and Elijah, Olivia, Grant and Reed, and Heidi and Huxton. And I just ask that you would watch over them and draw close to them and help them to remember that just as water is so important and we need it so much, even more, we need you, Jesus. Thank you for this day. Amen.